Good morning everyone. Today we're doing a vlog. I'm just gonna go about my day without too much planning. I will show you how my day in Shenzhen looks like. I also want to show you all the things that I love and I don't love about living in China, so let's get started. I just washed my face and now I'm gonna be doing my skincare. And I just want to tell you about skincare. I've heard recently some gossips how China is not expecting brands anymore to be tested on animals. However, you can never go to Sephora and find the products that you want. I'm not sure if actually China doesn't expect brands to be tested on animals anymore, but if they are not, I don't know where are those brands. It's the same literally as it is still a thing. So for all of my knowledge that I have, China does expect brands to be tested on animals, all the products, and that's why there are so many brands that I usually buy in Europe and they're super popular that I can only buy in Hong Kong. So in China, you go to Sephora, it's very useless. So many brands are missing and very often people just don't go to Sephora. Everybody orders everything online. So you're gonna go there, you can test the products, but they don't have anything in stock. So you usually have to order everything anyway. And that's just the culture, I think. But also, I think Sephora is not such a big thing. So yes, many products here, many brands here are not happening. If you want to buy products, luckily I live very close to Hong Kong, but you have to go to Hong Kong. All the rules that are for China do not apply for Hong Kong. So luckily we can get some of those brands there. However, what is amazing in China is that you can buy all of those Korean brands, and let's say I just checked in Serbia, it's not very popular, but when I went there I see that some Korean brands are starting to be popular in Serbia as well, like Cosrx, and the prices are high. Honestly, the prices are really high compared to what you can buy in China. So if you're into Korean beauty, you can find everything online and the prices are amazing. Also, you have to be very careful where you're buying these things online, because I work with TikTok, right? So when we started doing live streams, they asked me to show the products like the origin that is cheaper than the origin itself, and I was like, this is very sketchy. I refuse to do that. Why? Because it's fake. In China, selling products online, it's still not regulated enough, and you can sell whatever you want. Basically, you're gonna have an official store and not official store. So of course, when you buy for the official store, it's all gonna be from the brand and then you're safe to go. But when it's not an official store, I honestly wouldn't do it because the regulations are not there. And you can easily buy products that are not real, so I really wouldn't do that, especially something that is on my skin. I wouldn't play with that. So annoying, but also there are some benefits to it. So I'm about to have my breakfast, and because I put protein powder inside of my breakfast, I decided to share another story with you. As I mentioned, in China you can buy everything online. It is so easy and it is actually so convenient, but you have to be careful that you're buying everything from an official store. As I mentioned, for skincare, it is actually for everything. What happened in 2008, it was a big scandal in China for the baby formula. So instead of the regular baby formula, one company, so Sanlu Group, decided to put melamine in their baby formula, which resulted in kidney stones and other kidney issues. We are talking about babies here, so of course they were really affected. I'm not sure if this company had an idea that this could happen. What was the idea behind that? They just wanted to show that their milk has actually more protein, and that's how they decided to do it, with a chemical called melanin. And actually 300,000 babies were affected. 54,000 babies were hospitalized and 6 of them died. So when I'm saying that you have to be careful, because it's not always, the competition is so high that sometimes they are not really careful about what they are doing. They just want to be better than the competition, and it can result in terrible things like the story that I just mentioned. Okay, now we need more positive things, so let's go to the gym and continue this vlog. My favorite part about China, you can see literally everybody has these electric bicycles, and if you're just going somewhere quite close and you want to skip the traffic, it's so easy. Like it is just perfect. I love it. I wasn't able to charge my bike last night because it was raining and I just left it there to charge close to the gym. But that brings me to the next topic, and that's safety. That is absolutely my favorite thing about China. I think I mentioned this every time I talk about China, is that I can leave my bike literally on, like with the key inside if I forget. And it's just going to be there, like nobody's going to take it. There's so many cameras, and I know that some people are going to say it's really weird. It is. But in the same time, it brings so much safety and I absolutely love it. I can be walking alone outside no matter which time of the day or the night, and I will really feel safe without any troubles. And that's absolutely my favorite part. One thing that shouldn't go unnoticed about the traffic in China, even though it is so amazing to have these bikes, like subway is amazingly organized, everything is really good, but the traffic is crazy, okay, crazy. I think there are no rules that apply in China. Basically, they follow the red light, good. But besides that, I feel like it's more like who gets first or who has the bigger vehicle is gonna go first, and you have to fight for your ways, so it can be quite crazy, honestly. I know there are so many jokes about Asians being bad drivers, and yeah, they are.
From now on, I too will be abstinent. I'll be as untouched as the turn signal in an Asian woman's car.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else!
Carrying water bottles in China really makes sense. Let me explain you why. Every office, gym, coffee shop, they will have water dispensers so you can use them and you can get water for free no matter where you are. So it's really useful to carry your bottle with you. It's time to stretch and also to tell you the story about gyms in China. So what is really good about gyms in China is that it's starting to be very popular. When I just arrived to China, it really wasn't. But the gyms are very new. Most of them are really good with good equipment. I really love it. However, since it's still new, like the culture of going to the gym is new, there's so many people who are not going to be, let's say they're not going to be behaving the way you would expect. So very often they're not going to put the weights back to its spot and little things like that, which can be annoying, especially if you are paying a lot. You want to have a good experience. There are a little bit less expensive gyms and there are some that are very expensive. What actually makes them expensive, and that's the part that I really don't like about gyms here, very often, but not just for the gyms. Let's say you want to do your nails, you want to do laser, you want to do anything, you usually pay a subscription for a long period of time. Even for doing your nails, you can like top up a lot of money, and then every time you go, it's gonna deduct something and you have a little discount by doing that. I never do it. I hate it for the reason that you never know if this business is gonna go out of business, right? Let's say I top up some money, and it happened to so many people for the gym back when gyms just started, that now there are some brands that are huge and it doesn't happen, but I still don't like it. And also just imagine, like I have to pay $1,000 to go for the gym. Yes, it's going to be for the whole year. Yes, it's not so big of a deal when you think about it, it's for the whole year, but I just don't want to invest so much in 1 month. So that is something that I really don't appreciate. But besides that, the gyms are really amazing. Great machines, great equipment, like this Pilates room. Like I know that Pilates is so expensive in most of the places, and I personally had a lot of classes, so I know how to do some basics, and I can just do it here by myself. So little things like that will be so beneficial. I'm going to do the cardio part of my workout, and that makes me think about the courts. When you want to play football, basketball, tennis, whatever, in China you have to pay for the courts. So I think this is not just in China, but I come from Serbia where sports are huge and all the kids are playing football and basketball. You even have some tennis courts that are for free. Yes, of course you have to line up and wait for the people to finish until you can play your thing. But this is just the culture. We just go and play sports for fun, and then if you're really good at it, you go and you have trainings and you think about becoming professional, or you just want to learn a little bit more to be better at this sport. But it's not like, oh, I never played any of these sports and I just decided to become a football player, right? So you play for a long time just for fun with your friends, and then you see that you really like it and you want to advance in it. So I'm not sure how is it in your country, where you are coming from. That's how it's in Serbia, but honestly in China it's not a case. Usually parents and kids decide where the kids are gonna go, which sport they are gonna go for, and then they have to pay for coaches and for the courts so they can play the sport. It's not really just for fun. It's more like you have to decide what you want to do, which was never the case back home. Now I'm gonna practice tennis on the wall. Sadly, you will not be able to see that because I suck, but this part is for free at least. See you in a bit. Just finished work and I'm very happy. It's 8 p.m. and we're going for dinner. I fell off the bike, which, well, at least I have this cute.
Little did I know that my elbow is about to get double in size and I hurt my neck, but now I'm all good, all good.
I'm fine!
Well, it's fine, not too bad, but it's raining all day, so it's terrible. But one thing that I realized when I wasn't filming is what I hate in China is when you come to the office or you see some people that you know, very often they just don't say hi. Like you say hi to somebody and they just don't. So let alone like having small talk, how's the weather and whatever, like it can be quite annoying. It's getting noisy. But yeah, it's just something that, like, I'm fine if people don't like small talk. I understand it's not for everyone, it can be just a waste of time, but like say hi to somebody. And some people are used to it now when they do it, but some people just ignore you and they don't think it's rude. It's just like waste of time. Or I get, like, some people told me for them it's more like being shy and socially awkward than being rude. So very random. Okay guys, I'm taking you for the most Chinese dinner, so we have to go. It's noisy. Let's go dinner time.
So for dinner we had hot pot. That is a very traditional Chinese meal where you have a pot in the middle and you get all the food raw. Here I'm making my little bowl where you can put the food after getting it from the hot pot, because it's quite spicy, so you want to be sure that you rinse a little bit of that spice. But I just wanted to mention that in China, actually nowadays you can buy so many food and so many different products from abroad, from China, and you don't have to eat spicy. If you do like to eat spicy, well, you will have a lot of options. Chinese food is really delicious and it's amazing, but I know it's not for everyone. So if you don't like that, you can just find some other options. There is so many here, so definitely you don't have to worry about that, especially if you're coming to an international city. Here is my little dance, me trying not to have any food on me, and that's about it. See you guys in the next one.